I've never been anywhere before like the Recovery College. Hope and pray that what you do, that it never finishes, that it continues to grow. Hi everybody, my name's Daniel, former learner and volunteer at the Recovery College. It's nice to be able to have the opportunity to do this and share my experience of the Recovery College and what impact it's had on my life, because it's literally changed the direction of my life and how I view myself and feel about myself. It's been a long journey. Back in late 2018, I was just about finishing work at the time, and it was a former colleague actually who mentioned the Recovery College to me because I was in a very difficult place, struggling with my mental health. It was a very, very hard time, and my mental health, I didn't quite understand. I knew something was going on, depression, anxiety, and I'd been diagnosed by then anyway. I didn't know how to manage them or anything. I'd literally lost a lot of things, physically, psychologically, emotionally, mentally. The only thing I had left was my faith in God at that time. So I recognized then that I needed some extra support and some help, because I realized I was struggling a bit and not being able to perform at my job at the time as well. Family things going on. It was a tough time. I lost my home as well. So that was not easy. The first course that I did, it might have been an Introduction to Recovery College course. I recommend that to anybody just so you get an idea of what the college is like, and you get to meet obviously some of the people there who run it and people who actually use it. Well, as soon as I walked into the Recovery College, it was like relief. I felt safe there and comfortable. So despite all the difficult trials and tribulations that I'd faced and I was facing at that time, which, believe you me, I was in a very, very lonely place. At that time, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was doing. And of course, with my self-esteem and confidence being extremely low, I didn't even recognize it as myself as to how significant that was and how it was affecting me. When I walked through the door, what stood out for me was the welcome that I received and the fact that I wasn't judged based on my circumstances or mental health itself. It was just like somebody saying, "You're safe here. Nobody can harm you here. Whatever pain you're going through here, we can help you to work through that." It was nice, the acknowledgement that I was receiving. It's like, hello, Daniel. Welcome, Daniel. It's almost like I was starting to remember, I'm a person. I'm valuable. We're still slowly starting to help me to get my identity back. Knowing where I am now, that was a game changer. Because if you couldn't help me remember who I am and what I am and what my purpose is and what my goals and dreams are, I forgot all that. The courses are not only psychologically and emotionally focused, but some of them, it's about creativity. It's about having a warm space and environment to be able to do things that you want to do and things that interest you. Some of the courses were more theory-based, teaching you about mental health, how it affects you, and what tools you can use, wellness tools, as they call them. I've got a lot of those now, which I didn't have when I first came through the door, so I thank the Recovery College for that. But some of the courses were more, for me, it was more about having a bit of fun, actually, and relaxing and not being too hard on myself. And the big benefit, huge benefit, is that along my journey, I've met a lot of people. So that was staff, volunteers, other learners as well. I made some friends there. There were two courses in particular that I must mention off the bat. One of them, the expert patient program, really, really good course. It was about 6 or 7 weeks. It was very well structured. And the thing is, you had like a bit of homework to do each week, which it wasn't pressurized or anything. It was just, I thought that was so helpful, because it's one thing to hear something in a room and you can forget it very easily. But when you've been given a bit of homework, it gives you a chance to go away and reflect on what you've just seen, what you've just heard. The other one was Eat Well, Be Well. I did that because, I'm not ashamed to admit, but my eating habits are shocking sometimes. I'm eating at times that I shouldn't eat, and perhaps eating too much of something that I shouldn't be eating. It's just hard to get that balance right. But the Eat Well, Be Well, certainly very, very just full of information and resources. It's all about well-being in itself, self-help and things like that, and it helps to promote that. In terms of the fun side of things, if you want to be a bit more creative or just doing something that you enjoy, that you love, certainly recommend the Mosaics course. I've got a lovely mosaic, if I may say so, which is still there. It's a mosaic of a giraffe on the African plains. The Skills for Volunteers course helped to build up almost like a template of skills and tools that I've had and that you guys had helped me to develop to be able to be a successful volunteer and to actually give back and help other people. There is hope. Don't give up. You'll get there in the end. Just keep doing what you're doing, thinking the best about yourself. making the most of the help and support that is out there. One place that you could start if you decide and you feel comfortable to is this place, the Recovery College. I'd recommend this with all my heart and soul because it will change your life like it has mine. Thank you very much.